In the heart of the city, where dreams come alive, Cubuffs on the mic with that fire in his eyes. From the court to the field, every game, every fight, he's the voice of the struggle under stadium lights. He's seen the highs and the lows, the wins and the pain, every triumph and tear, every loss in the rain. Through it all, he stands tall, never backs down, with a heart full of love for this sports-loving town. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Every story, every glory, every promise we keep. From the love of the game to the struggles we face, he's the voice of the people in this sacred space. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. Sports talk we watch, where the passion runs deep. There's a love in the air for the game and the grind, for the players who hustle, leaving it all behind. For the sweat and the tears.
What's going on? What's going on, people, on this Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon, depending on what city or region you in? Yeah. You watching Sports Talk with Pete Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. Only thing I ask that you do, hit that like button as you come in. Just hit the like button, hit the like button, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have never subscribed. Just subscribe and hit the notification bell. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Also, if you'd like to continue to support the broadcast through Cash App, you can also do the Super Chat. You can also join the membership. Anything that you do is highly appreciated, helping this broadcast to get it where it needs to be. All right? I appreciate each and last one of you right now. Once again, hey, yesterday I had a little technical difficulties. I deleted that video, so I'm finna do a remix from yesterday. I got to do a remix from yesterday. I got to get those top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL in, and also at the end, I'm going to talk about a little Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffaloes football team. And we're going to start this thing off right now talking about Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders is a generation talent quarterback, family. He just is. He's a generational talent quarterback on the Cleveland Browns. They got one. They got something special. They got something special. I watched this young man journey through Jackson State and Colorado for the last 4 years. He's just different. He built different. He separated himself from the rest of the group that was in this NFL draft. I know he got drafted in the 5th round, but it wasn't because of his talent. And ain't nobody gonna tell me that. You just not. It wasn't because of his talent. He has elite traits to bag up that generational talent. He does. Listen to this before we move on. Let me say hello to everybody to see who is in this chat right now. All right. Don't forget to tune in later on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Got a good show lined up for you. I'm telling you, we're going to rock it out. We're going to rock it out tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, just a little under 3 hours away. All right. Smiley Mom, what's going on? How you doing? Appreciate it. Hope everything going good with your family. And sorry about your loss or your loved ones too. All right. Appreciate you. My dog himself, Coach G, is in the house. There she is, Miss Sunshine, the troublemaker. Yeah. What's up, Miss Kira? How you doing? You my dog, though, Kira. Miss Val Green, how you doing? How you doing? FD, what's going on? Appreciate you for being in the building. Appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. 767, what's going on? Trey Ivy, what's up, man? You all right? Appreciate you rocking with me right now. But once again, like I was saying, when you look at Shedeur Center, once again, I'm a hammer this thing. I'm a hammer on it. He's just a generation talent. Well, what is a generation talent quarterback? What I'm referring to, a player whose exceptional skills and ability are so rare that they appears only once in a generation, even less frequent. These quarterbacks are often considered can't miss prospect with the potential to becoming all pro players in the NFL and lead their teams to the playoff and championships games. The term highlights a player extraordinary talent and impact, suggesting that they are significant better than their peers within a given time frame, often considered to be around 10 years. Well, here is some more breakdowns of a generation talented quarterback. Amber, what's going on? Well, listen at these definitions that they give about a generational quarterback. And when you listen to the verbiage that I'm telling you, relate it back to Shedeur, right? It gonna match up with his skill set. All right, let's look at his skill set. When you look at Shedeur Sanders, generational quarterback poses a unique combination of physical attitude, football IQ, leadership qualities that set them apart from another. Let's put that kickstand down right there. That part right there. A unique skill of combinations of athletic attributes and football IQ built in with a little leadership. When you look at Shedeur does all three of them. All three of them. Now he don't have the physical attribute that a Josh Allen might have, but a Lamar Jackson might have, but with the skill set that he does brings to the table. When you look at him from Jackson State, when you look at him from Colorado, Michael Lockhart, he brought those kind of attributes to the game, and his football IQ is outstanding. Outstanding, Miss Sabrina Blankenship. His football IQ is outstanding. That's why I said he is a generation quarterback in the NFL. He just is. And it also went on to say the term is emphasized how frequently such a player emerges. While generation can be subject, it implies a level of talent that is truly special and not common seen. When you look at the games that Colorado was losing fourth quarter, the ability to lift your teammates up and bring that team back because you got a killer instinct and that you want to win. And that's the kind of generation talent that I see in Shedeur. He displayed that at Jackson State. He displayed it at Colorado on a consistent basis, always bringing his team from behind. And when you look at the past, since he been in Cleveland, even though he haven't ran with the first team offense, reportedly, right? He made other players look better. He ran with the second team, third team, fourth team, and he still finished Miss Diane Brown with a 77 complete passing rating. That's generation talent. When you can elevate somebody else and make them better who have less talent than the player in front of you, oh yeah, you doing your thing. You that guy. You different. You built different. That's why I keep trying to say that he's just a generation talented quarterback, and that Cleveland Brown lucked into one and got one. If they wasn't planning on drafting Shedeur, and don't look like they were until that owner stepped in, they lucked up and got a general quarterback. They got a franchise quarterback. They got one. They got one in Shedeur Sanders, and they are blessed to have that. Well, I'm gonna move on and give you some examples of a generation quarterback that's now playing in the NFL. right? Check this out. Now, when I tell you about these players have high expectations for their teams. These quarterbacks are expected to have a significant and lasting impact on the game, often becoming franchise cornerstone, winning multiple championships. These players, quarterback right here, and these are the players, and these are the players. I'm trying to tell y'all, these are the players that takes the team to another level. And just about each team, I ain't gonna say every team, but just about 10 teams have a quarterback like that. And Cleveland have one in Shedeur. Well, example right here. Here we go, right here. Here's an example of some of the teams that got a quarterback that's generation talent. They better than majority of the quarterbacks in the league, and they raise the expectation of the team and they raise the talent level of the team. Well, who is the quarterback you finna say, Mr. Watts? All right, the first one, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is a generational talent quarterback. I'm not saying Shedeur is there now, but give him time, he will be. Right? When you look at Patrick Mahomes haven't had no all-star team around him. He just elevate other players and make them household names. Patrick Mahomes was throwing to some players I ain't never heard before. Patrick Mahomes was throwing to some players that probably stars right now. They was what, fourth and fifth round draft pick. Same thing Shedeur just got through doing in OTA. The same thing Shedeur just got through doing at minicamp, throwing to some unknown players. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. How did Lamar Jackson get in the status quote that he is right now? Everybody saying he's a generation talent quarterback. Everybody's saying he got some elite skills. Everybody's saying that Lamar Jackson is probably the best quarterback in the NFL. He ain't throwing to no superstars. He ain't throwing to no Hall of Famer. He's another type of quarterback that make his teammates better. Shedeur Sanders has those same traits. He has those same traits that can elevate other players to become household names. Well, Josh Allen ain't never had nobody. Never had nobody, folks. Ain't never had nobody. But they are generational talent quarterback, just like Shedeur Sanders. Only thing Shedeur Sanders really not had to throw to in college was Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter and LeJohntay and Jimmy Horn Jr. That's it. Out of 4 years of college. And Will Shepherd. That's it. That's it, friends. That's it, family. That's why I'm trying to tell you, Cleveland Brown is sitting in a perfect situation. Perfect situation. I know they got Joe Flacco. I know they got Kenny Pickett. I know they got Dylan Gabriel on the team. They ain't Shedeur Sanders. They are not Shedeur Sanders type quarterback. They're just not. This dude was born to play. All through for college for 2 years, only two quarterbacks that we heard coming out of that draft was Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward. I'm just saying, folks. I'm just keeping it real with you, Tim. The only two quarterbacks that was coming up out of this draft, only two quarterbacks that we kept hearing about was Shedeur Sanders, and you already know. Yeah, Cam Ward. Them the only two quarterbacks that we heard hearing about. But all of a sudden, Dylan Gabriel supposed to be better than him? Ain't no way. No way. But once again, like I said, what's up, I love CC? Once again, as I'm saying, he just a generation talent quarterback on the Cleveland Browns team. He is. He just is. And he gonna make everybody better. I have no doubt that he won't be QB1. I have no doubt that the coaching staff have already identified him to being QB1 and the best quarterback. And I'm pushing. I'm finna push it. Shedeur Sanders the best player on Cleveland Brown team. Point blank. Is he better than Myles Garrett? Myles Garrett can't throw no touchdown. Myles Garrett just on the defensive side. He can't score no points. He cannot score no points. Is he better than Jerry Jeudy? Jerry Jeudy supposed to be one of the best wide receivers on the team. He can't throw the ball. He can't call no play. He cannot throw the ball. He cannot command the huddle like Shedeur Sanders can. Shedeur Sanders is him. He is him. He's him. He's the chosen one. He's a generational talent quarterback. In my book, he is. He's a generation quarterback on that football team and in the league. And the league, the NFL know, they know he is. They know he is. He's making the NFL relevant right now. All through the draft, they drug it out for 3 days, all because of one person, Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders gave the NFL the hype that they really need during the off season, and they haven't even played a game. Everybody tuned in. They tuned in to who? Shedeur Sanders and the Cleveland Browns. Man, we wasn't standing on Cleveland Brown last year, a year before last, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Had nobody thought about the Cleveland Browns. Not worldwide. Not worldwide. Shedeur Sanders just a different type of player. Different type of player, brings a different type of attitude, brings a different type of hype to the game. And the NFL know that. The Cleveland Browns know it too. He's a generation type player. The same way when the Manning quarterback come out. He's going to be it's the name brand. It's all about the brand. Deion Sanders and you got Shedeur Sanders. It's the brand that making the NFL relevant right now and the Cleveland Browns. It wouldn't be no storyline right now if it wasn't Shedeur. It wasn't. Ain't nobody talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Nobody. They supposed to be America's team. But who they talking about? Who is America's talking about? Shedeur Sanders. I'm just trying to tell you right now, Shedeur Sanders, even though he hadn't taken the first snap yet up under the center in the first game yet, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. That's why I know he's going to be QB1. I know he's going to be QB1. When that training camp hit, I'm just trying to tell y'all, when that training camp hit on July the 18th, it's on. They can't hide it. They can't hide it no more. Then I know Kevin Stefanski and the general manager trying to pipe down the hype of Shedeur Sanders. It's bigger than Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders is bigger than Cleveland. He got a brand so wide, man, you just don't know. They really don't understand, or they do understand, and they just trying to hype it down because they got to protect their investment. Didn't nobody tell them to go trade for Kenny Pickett. Didn't nobody tell them to go out there and reach for Joe Flacco. Didn't nobody tell them to go out there and draft Dylan Gabriel in that third round. Didn't nobody tell them that. They underestimated the brand of Shedeur Sanders and the Sanders family. They didn't know they wasn't prepared for this. They wasn't prepared for this. And then what really happened is he went out there and bagged it up on that football field. It started in rookie minicamp. He bagged it up on the field at OTAs. He bagged that talk up on mandatory minicamp. He bagged it up. And his teammates saw it. And his coaching staff saw it. And the reports started leaking out. Even though Mary Kay and Tony G tried to tamper it down. They tried to muzzle it, but they couldn't. It's too wide. It's too big. It's too big for two people. Shedeur Sanders' performance and name is too big for two people try to tamper it down. It just is. Because long as he continue to put in that work, there's somebody going to video and put it out there. And all it takes is one person. And once it get out, they're going to run with it. Once you get out there, Tillman, it's over with, Tillman. It's over with. I'm just trying to tell you. O.C. Tillman said, you are absolutely right, Beat Watts. I live here in Jackson State, Mississippi, and I followed them all the way to see you. Shedeur is him. He is. He is, Tim. He is. He's him. He been that. Coach Prime told us this dude can throw that football. And we, at first, when Coach Prime came out and said that, I said, I got to watch and see this. Coach Prime out there talking that junk about Shedeur. So I tuned in to Jackson State. And guess what? He bagged it up. He bagged it up. Them 2 years that I saw him at Jackson State, oh, he went out there and put on a show. Then they went to Colorado. I said, uh-oh. I said, he come to the big time now. What he really gonna do? Started out them first three games, put on a show. Did not disappoint. Last year, this dude set 100 passing yard records at Colorado for 2 years and was named the Johnny Unitas Award trophy winner and the best quarterback in college football. And they're going to try to draft my dude in the 5th round? What? Yeah, they don't talk about this dude for 2 years. Say he was one of the best, if not the best quarterback in the draft, and they're going to skip on him for 4 rounds. Where they do that at? Where do they do that at? Calvin Shepard. Where do they do that? I love CC 767, Kim and Nash Williams. What on earth where they do that at? If they've been talking about him for the last 3 years as the top quarterback in their class. I'm just trying to, I would like to know. I would just like to know. That's all. I just want to know. Once again, like I said, he's just a generation talent quarterback. Kimberly Nash Williams said they tuned into a disaster. They turned into a disaster. They used Shedeur. I'm not going to stop saying how wrong the NFL was. Okay. Yeah. I got to agree with you, sis. I agree with you. Wasn't nobody standing the Browns. We weren't. I know I wasn't. I wasn't. What's up, White Hood? My dog is Jack. It's okay. Popcorn coming. Come training camp. Should do an action. Jackson. Action. Sanders. Yeah. You right. OC Tillman said yes. He did do that for sure. Yeah, he did. Hey, he just a baller, man. They got to recognize a real dog when they see one. That's all. That's why I keep telling people, quit running your mouth on people. You don't know who God is using. 12 got them looking stupid. Got them looking cray-cray. Got them looking crazy. Got them looking crazy. Just think if he could have had half of the line like at Jackson State University. Yeah, he just didn't have no good offensive line since he's been at Colorado, but he still prevailed. And that shows you another side of Shedeur. It really don't matter if your offensive line ain't perfect. Shedeur still gonna go out there and ball out. He's still gonna go out there and ball out. If he know your offense, he gonna pick you apart. Yeah, he gonna pick you apart. Only thing that Cleveland Brown gotta do is put him out there, see what your team is like around him, and whatever you don't have, you write it down and try to fix it the next year with the salary cap. I know the salary cap strapped you from doing the things that you want to do to build a championship football team, but you at least got to see what you got in your quarterback. You do. You just really do. I love CC said it had to happen that way. Why don't y'all understand that God has to show him something? Okay. Amber, that was just low down. I'm not going on to watch if Shedeur or Shiloh is not playing, and no more NFL for me. All right. Wayne Hood said, straight jacket, crazy, straight jacket, crazy. What? Yeah, they kind of messed up how they did, but boy, Shedeur is a true leader and a dog. FD, that boy a dog out there, man. I ain't saying he got the ability of Josh Allen. I ain't saying he got the ability of Patrick Mahomes. I'm not saying he got the ability of Lamar Jackson. But for his mentality and just get out there and play that football, bruh, look at him. He a competitor, man. He's a competitor. They finna find out if they haven't found out now. If they haven't found out yet, come this training camp, they finna find out more than they want to know about Shedeur Sanders. They just is. He's a baller now. He's a baller, and they're going to find out. Coach Prime told her, man, this dude built for this. This dude built for this. Once again, you're watching Sports Talk with B-Boy. Y'all hit that like button if you don't mind. Hit that like button. Yeah, they finna find out. They finna find out what's going on. I'm referring to them as the Cleveland Clowns until they deal fairly with Shedeur. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they deal with Shedeur. And I agree with your statement right there. Yeah, I ain't gonna call it no clown, but I'm just saying. But I just want to see how they're gonna go forward now. Cause rookie mini camp over, mandatory mini camp over. Everybody's there who's supposed to be there now. And if any go into training camp, I want to see where Shedeur gonna come in on that depth chart. Is he gonna take reps with the second team and they try to ease him in and give him some with the first team? That's what I'm gonna be looking at. And if he, I'm telling you right now, family, they give him a chance to run with that first team. That first team gonna. Some people say he already have. He just been doing it behind the scene. But until I see it, I haven't seen. I haven't seen no thing. Until I see him throwing that ball to Najoki, that tight end, and Judy, the wide receiver, then it's official. I know. I know then. I know. I'm telling you, cause once he get out there with them, ain't no turning back. They can't deny him. They are not gonna be able to deny my dog Shedeur Sanders once he get out there with them, because he a different maker. He gonna elevate them. They gonna want to play for him. They gonna be excited to play for him. I know Joe Flacco. I know Joe Flacco got the experience. I give him that. I know Joe Flacco know the Cleveland Brown played because he played there 2 years ago for their last 5 games and he went 4-1. But man, that's 2 years ago. That's 2 years ago. If Shedeur Sanders had been a quarterback for him 2 years ago, at the same time Joe Flacco was there, they would went 5-0. He's just a better quarterback than Joe Flacco right now. He just is. He done proved it. He done showed it to us. He accurate. The ball placement, them coaches walk up to him and tell him, I don't show the video several times. Man, your ball placement is outstanding. Man, who they telling that at? They ain't telling that to Dylan Gabriel. They ain't saying that to Kenny Pickett. Robert, what's going on? If Shedeur came out last year, only Caleb Williams and Jalen Daniel would have been ahead of him. Cam Ward would have been 3rd round or later. Shedeur will be better than all of them. I agree. 100%. I agree. I agree. I agree. Yeah. I'm just trying to tell y'all, man, that dude, hey, he born to throw that football. He was born to throw that football. He was born to throw that football. I love CC saying, yet he went in the 5th round, 144. Him being better has nothing to do with it. Yep. Yeah, you're right. Football IQ is very high, so his skill, very high. His football IQ is very high. Skill-wise is high. That's all the dude know is football. So the narrative they trying to stick out there about he don't know the offensive plays and all of that. Okay, let's say he don't know they terminology. It ain't like he ain't gonna get the terminology down before the first game. It ain't like he don't. It ain't like he not gonna get it down before that first game. You just got to put him out there and see. If it's a coach job to get him up to par where he's supposed to be, it's the coach job. Now Shedeur got to put in the work, true enough, but still the coaching staff, they're responsible for Shedeur, get him where he need to be. And I have no doubt he gonna get there. He gonna get there before game 1. And it all gonna show up. Like I keep telling y'all, remember that when they do that inter-squad scrimmage with the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers, that's when Shedeur gonna take off. That's where he gonna make his move, and the coaching staff got to make that change. They got to make that change. When you going up against other teams and other players that not a part of your team, and they trying to hurt you, and they trying to make a statement so they can make the team to their coaching staff, and you go out there and throw that football like you're doing to your team in OTA, yeah, let Shedeur throw 77% against Philadelphia or Carolina. I tell you what, and let Dylan Gabriel don't go out there and do their foolish and that they just did in OTA. See where they be. You see where they be. I'm just trying to tell y'all, they got to look at that. They got to look at that. And I'm going to talk about this more tonight. They got to look at that part right there. Will the Cleveland Brown brass, whoever make a decision about the quarterback, if Shedeur Sanders prove that he can go out there and compete against the Philadelphia Eagles, the Carolina Panthers, and then turn around and go out there and just show out in preseason game, will the Cleveland Browns be smart enough to make the right decision with the quarterback position? We're going to talk about it later on tonight. We're going to talk about that later on tonight. You can bet your top dollar on that. We're talking about that tonight. Will the Cleveland Browns, whoever's in charge, the general manager, the head coach, and I got to throw the owner in there, will they make the right decision when it comes down to that starting quarterback? If Shedeur Sanders go out there and prove that he's a better quarterback, 77% at training camp, 77% again at training camp, and Joe Flacco them still humming around 50%. Will the Cleveland Browns make the right decision? That's all I want to know. Are they capable of making the right decision? And I ran into a video. They were saying the same thing. The Cleveland Browns meeting, ESPN Cleveland. It is
I
right
voted
here.
on here. I said I think that they will choose the best quarterback. Now, that is, I will just straight up be honest with you guys, that is all hope. That is all hope that Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry understand and realize, like, if you do another 3-14 season, you're done. Now, a lot of people will come out here and say, well, you start a rookie quarterback, you're good chance you're going to go 3-14. But at the same time, I think Shedeur is the best quarterback. So if Shedeur does the best throughout the preseason and training camp, I think it's going to be extremely difficult for them to say, you know what, we got to go elsewhere. No, you go with the guy that's going to give you the best chance to win.
You go with the guy that give you the best chance to win. You go with the guy that give you the best chance to win, period. Period. Ain't no doubt about that. You go with the guy that give you the best chance to win. And if Shedeur prove that he's the best guy, you go with him. You just go with him. FD said, there's no way for 12 to perform and translate the play on the field like we all witnessed during Rick and minicamp and camp. If he does not know the problem, 77%. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Cleveland hype about having Shedeur. We already here. Yeah, they already know that. Game 1, Shedeur Sanders. Miss Shepard. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Like I said, I have no doubt. I ain't got no doubt. Yeah. If their head coach want to keep his job and their general manager want to keep their job, they're going to put Shedeur out there. They can talk that foolishness all they want on them radio stations, them podcasts, and write them articles all they want and trying to lift up Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel. Man, miss me with that. You ain't finna push that crap down my throat. Nah, they can keep trying to push Kenny Pickett, Dylan Gabriel, and Joe Flacco all they want. My eyes do not lie to me. I know what I seen. I see what I see because you the one who putting it out there, not me. I'm in Georgia. You out there in Cleveland. And every video you putting out, and you showing me that Shedeur is out there dealing, and then you come back and report something different. What kind of sense do that make? Huh? You show the videos that Dylan Gabriel is out there throwing interception, ball getting patted down, and then you keep trying to say that he gonna be the future quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. What kind of circus is they running? You ain't show no video of Dylan Gabriel throwing no touchdown. You ain't show no video of Kenny Pickett throwing no touchdown. But every time you turn around over there on X, there's a video floating. Shedeur done throw another touchdown. I ain't talking about no little 5-yard touchdown. I'm talking about 60 and 70-yard touchdown. And then you come back and report, I think they like Dylan Gabriel. Get out of here with that. Miss me with that foolishness. Miss me with that foolishness. That's just foolishness. And whoever reading your report and believing it and reporting on it, they just as crazy as you. They just as crazy as you, baby. Yeah. Miss me with that. Wayne Hood said Shedeur came from pressure. So he used to being in the fire. That's why he's so cool in that pocket. Hey, he's very cool. Cool and calm and collected. And will deliver. Wayne Hood. He'll deliver. Long he in that pocket, that's his comfort zone. That's that dude comfort zone when he in that pocket now. He's a pocket passing quarterback and can slang it. And he know where he want to go with the ball. That play, that video that I don't showed y'all several times, when he was down there on the goal line in the red zone, he looked one way. He looked at the safeties off. He looked to the left, and the safeties went to the left. Automatic, he came back to the right. Hit his tight end right there on time, right there in his hand. Touchdown. Touchdown. Pocket present. Pocket present. That's all that is. It's pocket present. He knew he can move that safety with his eyes. And he displayed that. Leadership, generation talent, quarterback, and Shedeur Sanders. It's just him. He that dude, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. He that dude, just in case some of y'all tuning in don't realize he's that one. He's the quarterback that gonna save Kevin Stefanski's job and that general manager. He just got that kind of traits. He have those traits and that type of quarterback. Kimberly Nash Williams says, somebody help me understand. Is it normal for the team to report negatively about incoming rookies for no good reason? They trying to say we keep talking about Shedeur from what I'm hearing and not talking about Dillon Gabriel. They picked Dillon Gabriel a reason before Shedeur. That's why they doing that. And see, ain't nobody talking about Dillon Gabriel nor Kenny Pickett because that's who the team chose before Shedeur. And that's why they keep doing that. For whatever reason, I don't know why. Shedeur is a part of the team. So if you're a reporter, you should want to report Shedeur accurately, just like you trying to report and push Dillon Gabriel and Kenny Pickett. He a part of the team now. No matter if he was a 5th round draft pick, no matter if he was the 144 player pick in the NFL draft. It don't matter now. He's a part of the Cleveland Brown football team, and they should treat him like that. But they'd rather go the other way for some odd reason. I don't know. I don't know, Miss Kim. You have to ask them. But I'm trying to tell you, they ain't gonna keep pushing that jump, that Kenny Gabriel and Dillon Gabriel and Kenny Pickett down my throat. And I posted that, closed my eyes and said, okay, I'm gonna go with what Miss Mary and Tony Grossman say, because they out there. That's crazy. When we don't see the videos from ESPN Cleveland that they putting out. Nah, I ain't cray-cray. No, I ain't cray-cray. They might be cray-cray. I ain't cray-cray. Good question, though, Ms. Kimberly Nash. Reverend Nelson, what's going on? Cleveland coaches, GM, going to be in trouble. They ain't going to have a choice. Yeah, they job on the line. They got to do what's right. Yeah, if Shedeur go out there and that inner squad practice with Philadelphia and Carolina and just show out like you've been doing now, and then turn around and do it in minicamp, in preseason game, what's the problem? What's the problem? Because them players want to win. They're already saying they like Shedeur. They're already saying Shedeur that dude. They on record right now. See, whenever a player that can speak freely without going to the podium and trying to read what off script and what off the press the correct way, that's fake. But when you can catch them by themselves, and somebody just got a regular phone up to him, they're talking to him, and they come out and say, boy, I like the way Shedeur out there balling. But he just played different. That's what you go with right there. Authentic. Telling you the truth. Telling you how they really feel. Instead of worrying about what the team want to say, or you got to include everybody else. And see, that's what Mary Kay and Tony G want you to do. When you talk about Shedeur, they want you to talk about Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dillon Gabriel too. But when they talk about Dillon Gabriel, they don't want to talk about Shedeur. Whatever Shedeur do right or positive, they want to tap that down. Yeah, they want to push that down like it don't mean nothing. When Dillon Gabriel and Kenny Pickett do good in OTAs, it's all world, it's all heaven. But when Shedeur did good at OTA, all that don't count. I love it. Put that pressure on him, Shedeur. Put that pressure on them, Elijah Watson. Put that pressure on them. Shedeur, go out there and put that pressure on them. Stand up in that paint July the 18th. Stand up in that paint and let them know you are him and you coming to serve. I'm going to serve you up. We finna serve you up, Joe Flacco. It's a former NFL player of the New York Giants. Yeah, it's a former player of the New York Giants. Was on a radio station, and he hosts a podcast that I saw today. He taped it, I think it was about last week. I think his name is Chris Canton. He said Shedeur Sanders finna send Joe Flacco in retirement. I said, oh, boy, you talking. That's exactly what I said, big dog. You talking that trash, Chris Canton. Chris Canton was on his radio station, his podcast, and they asked him about the quarterback battle out there in Cleveland. He said Shedeur Sanders finna send Joe Flacco back into retirement. Doing training camp. He is. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. He is not lying. Boy, talk that talk, Chris Canton. He was on ESPN. ESPN talking that trash. Boy, Shedeur Sanders is fin to send Joe Flacco back into retirement. A generational talent quarterback is what I'm talking about over here in Shedeur Sanders. He's the best player on the team. He better than Myles Garrett. He better than Jerry Jeudy. Shedeur Sanders is the best player on the team, period. Myles Garrett cannot throw that football. He can't call no plays. He can't hand the ball off. He can't make no audible at the line of scrimmage, but Shedeur can. Jerry Jeudy is a wide receiver. Only thing a wide receiver does is block, run for routes, and catch the ball. That's it. He can't do what Shedeur can do. That's why Shedeur is the most important player on the team, and he's the best player on the team. Best player on the team. The best player on Cleveland Brown football team. On the field and off the field. He went to a celebrity teammates softball game and just took over. And they want to talk about speeding ticket like they ain't never had now. Still want to use that against. Man, let me tell y'all something. You really think Cleveland Brown finna use a speeding ticket to punish Shedeur Sanders and the rest of his teammates? Them teammates ain't finna let that happen, so they can stop reporting that. They still talking about that. I think that happened 4 or 5 days ago. They still trying to write a story about that. Ain't got nothing to do with football. That's just something out the field. Glad didn't nobody get hurt. Glad didn't nobody get injured. Everybody all right. He's still young. Still 23. He's 23 years old. They refuse to talk about what he done did on the field. They refuse to talk about that 77% passing rating. They refuse to talk about that, but you keep coming over here on Sports Talk with B. Watt. B. Watt gonna remind you till that training camp start. I'll remind you, he was a 77% passing completion quarterback. Almost 80%. Hell, you can be in my backyard and play. If you throw almost 80% pass completion, you can play anywhere. Anywhere. Ain't too many quarterbacks in the NFL right now doing that. I know they're not. Patrick Mahomes ain't doing that. You think Patrick Mahomes completes 77% of his pass he don't throw since he been in the NFL? Go look it up. Google it. Google it. Google it right now. I'm here to tell you he ain't. Josh Allen, who I think the best player in the NFL, and we're finna get ready to talk about that in a few minutes. He's not completing 77% of his passing family. Lamar Jackson, many of you have told me he's the best quarterback in the NFL. He ain't completing. We know he ain't completing 77% of his pass. Joe Burrow, the best quarterback in Cincinnati history so far. He's not completing 7% of his passes. He ain't never done that. He didn't do that in college. He ain't did it in OTAs. He didn't do it in minicamp. He didn't do it in the preseason. And he haven't done it in the regular season in the NFL game. Shedeur Sanders is the only quarterback has been hovering around 80% completion pass rated since he's been playing. That's a glimpse of what you're going to get from that quarterback position from Shedeur Sanders. At Colorado, he left Colorado at 74% passing completion rate. 74%. He got better as he went up the scale to the NFL, family. I'm just trying to tell y'all. He was born for this. That this is passion. This is gift that God has given him. You can't take it from him. Cleveland sure can't take it from him. He sure can't. Elijah Watt said, B. Watt said, a lot of teams will look stupid when Shedeur start. Hey, you better get ready. It's going to be a lot of them. They're going to wish they had it. I guarantee you, Jerry Jones kicking rocks right now. I know they usually speak well about their players, and if they don't want them, they just cut them. Yeah, that's what Cleveland always do. That was what all they do. Yep. Emma also said, you put Dylan out there, they going to go 3 and 4 again, and some head going to roll. You ain't finna. Head going to roll. Some heads going to roll, baby. Miss Kim said, oh, okay. That's what it is. I love to see they tired. They're not tired yet. Nah, they going to get tired. Because Shedeur finna put that pressure on them. Yep. Finna put that pressure on them. FD said, we seen Shedeur dominate at Jackson State and CU. 12 is going to do it again in NFL. Browns, get ready. Better be ready. Get ready. Because a show is coming to your town. He got the following. He got the fan base. Gonna bag him up. And you might well get ready. What's up, Tim? What's going on? They might as well get ready. Because we coming. 12 coming, y'all. You might well get ready. You sure might as well get ready. Get used to it. We ain't going nowhere, Cleveland. Long as you do it there, we ain't going nowhere. Robert said, I believe that most of Shedeur haters are as white as me. Bunch of ignorant, lazy people. Hate win. Hate will never win. Hate don't win, man. It just don't, man. Just don't, Robert. Hate will never win, man. Shedeur is a magician in that pocket. That bad boy Daniels in that pocket, man. He comfortable in that pocket. He want that smoke. He gonna bring it, and he want it. Brown coaching staff knows who his 12 is. They know who they got. They do. They know. It's just them two out there, them two reporters out there just keep enough stuff, stir it up. And them radio station want to call them in and let them be the guests so they can put their narratives out there. Yeah. They trying to give them a voice. If the radio ESPN wouldn't call Mary Kay or Tony G to speak on their radio show, they wouldn't have a voice. We wouldn't know what they said unless you just follow them on Twitter. I don't follow them on Twitter. I follow ESPN Cleveland because that's what you call it. And I follow G. Bush them. If G. Bush ain't saying, I don't know what's been said. I don't follow them. They the only two got something negative to say about Shedeur. That's it. That's it. It's not our fault they have to try to cover up the conclusion. She's still hanging on that collusion, boy. Kim ain't gonna let that go there, boy. I'm gonna let her have that though. She hanging on that one right there. Of course, they like Shedeur. The smear campaign can't work when you are a genuine and great person. Nah, that didn't work this time, sis. That didn't work. The Cleveland reporters are divided. They don't like their home team. They only care about clickbaits. Mary Kay and Tony. I agree with you 100%. Yep. I agree with you 100%. You can't satisfy them. You cannot satisfy them. If they want to sell some tickets, have a sellout, go to the yeah, they better go to Shedeur. Oh, that's what that owner gonna do. Man, that dude think he ready to build a new stadium. He ain't got time for it with Mary Kay now. Nothing is going to change when Shedeur starts. He will do the same thing he has been doing in college. Yep. You're right, Elijah. You're right. Not perfect, but God knows exactly who he chosen. We built for this. Built for it, sis. Built for it. Let me serve you up. Let me serve you. Yeah, you gonna that's the song, Ken. That's the song. Let me serve you up. He gonna serve them up, boy. He gonna serve them up. You hear me? He gonna serve them up, man. I have no doubt. You can. Them players are behind Shedeur. They got no choice but to start Shedeur after these joint practices. I'm so ready for the show Shedeur fixing to put on the NFL. Exactly. After them joint practicing, the decision will be made, and it's gonna be Shedeur Sunday. Gonna be Shedeur. It's gonna be Shedeur. I'm just trying to tell you, uh, Cleveland staff, do not worry about the ticket. No, don't worry about it. We got them covered on that. FD 12 is 77%. That's all they need to know. Yeah, that's it. Hey, that's all they need to know. That's all they do. He's 77%. He's been humming around 77% his whole NFL career. In Jackson State and in Colorado, 77%. Joe Flacco ain't done that. He ain't did that. Nah. I don't care how long he been there in the NFL. He ain't done that. Kenny Pickett show hadn't done it. And you really think Dylan Gabriel can do that? Nah, bro. We ain't falling for that. We ain't falling for that banana in the tailpipe stuff. a new shift in time. Yeah, it is. It is. They are scared of Shedeur, all the sports reporters. Hey, the NFL scared of them too. They scared of Shedeur because Shedeur got the power to change the game. He got the power to change the game. Not just on the field. It's that name that his daddy gave him. Yeah. They still a package. Even though they want to separate Shedeur and Dion, they can't. Just can't. Coach Prime don't work too hard to build the Sanders name and that brand for the NFL just separate them apart. It can't. They go hand in hand together. You just got to be strong enough and man enough to deal with it. Either you get with us or get out the way. Either you get with the Shedeur and the Sanders or you get out the way. Coach Prime worked too hard and too long to build their character up and put that work in on the field. He just did. And the NFL trying to separate them. That's what they're trying to do. The NFL want to separate Shedeur and Coach Prime. That's all what's going on. They want to separate them. It ain't going to happen. They go hand in hand together. This dude don't work too hard to get his son like that. You think he finna sit back and let the NFL and especially Cleveland, who ain't won nothing? Yeah, y'all gotta be crazy. You really think Coach Prime finna sit back there and let y'all do that? He'll be quiet for a while. He's gonna be quiet for a while. He gonna do that. But hey, they go hand in hand together because Coach Prime made that one. He been his only coach. He been his only coach. He been his only coach. It is what it is. They are scared of Shedeur all them. Yeah, they is. They is. They are ready for Shedeur to boost the team up and the records to show and change the team. I'm trying to tell you now. Now it's been reported that this is the best rookie class that the Cleveland Browns have ever had. Yet some of the ESPN Cleveland on their radio podcast have said that this is the best rookie class that the Cleveland Browns have had up under the general manager, Andrew Berry. That says volume. There ain't one person making him look like that. That should do it. You take Shedeur away from that draft class and you tell me how it look. Yeah. You take Shedeur Sanders and that 77% away from the Cleveland Browns, and now you tell me how it look. How that draft class look. I bet they wouldn't be saying that now. They saying that because of Shedeur. Man, let me tell y'all something. Behind them closed doors, they know Shedeur that dog. They know he's him. They know it, family. They know Shedeur is that dog. They know they got a prize. Them coaching staff. Hold on. Hold on for a minute. Y'all just hold what you got. Hold on. Hold on. Just hold on. Hold on. That coaches, they know. They know. They know. They know. They know. They just know. They know, y'all. They know Shedeur is that dog. Look at all them folks. Look at all them coaches standing in the background. Just look at them behind Shedeur. Them ain't players. Some of them players. Them coaches. Them coaches and staff members. Them coaches, staff members, and reporters. They know. They see this dude. Remember, Shedeur is on the field by himself. Shedeur is on a field by himself. Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, and Dylan Gabriel is on top of the other fields. Look behind Shedeur. And you gonna tell me you don't think they know? Look behind Shedeur. Look at the coach. One of the coach got his hands on his knee looking at him. See if he's gonna make the right read and a proper throw. Bam, right over linebacker head. Completion. A completion. They looking at him. You don't think they know? Yeah, they know. They once again look them off. Pinpoint accuracy. Pinpoint accuracy. They know. They know. They know. Look them off, Shedeur. Come back. Bam. Pinpoint accuracy. That's that pocket present. That boy dog in that pocket in the red zone. In the red zone. He stand up in that paint. Shedeur can stand up in that paint. They know, oh, they know my boy that him. He him. And don't get it twisted. They know. Oh, yeah, they know Wayne. They know Wayne Hood. They know that boy, that dude. You can't fake, you only can fake that funk for so long. Even the coaches out there want to run plays with him. The coaching staff had to go down on the bottom field to run plays with Shedeur. Look at him, fake the coach with the hat on, and then come across. Now, when I saw that video, I thought that was crazy. Cleveland Brown, that's their fault. That crazy of them. Who could be more crazy? Look at Shedeur. Right over your head, boy. I ain't finna throw no intercepts. You can get deep in that defense all you want. You ain't gonna be able to put your hands on it. I'm accurate with this football. I'm going right over your head. Bam. Hit my target. I'm deadly with that football. I'm deadly with that football. Right over your head, sir. And the coaching staff see it. Now, y'all go back and tell Kevin Stefanski that and your general manager. How did he do? He did what he said he was going to do. He did that 77%. Bam. Right on it. Generation talent quarterback. A generation talent quarterback. He better than Cam Ward. He better than Dylan Gabriel. He better than every other quarterback they drafted right before him. He better than him. Shedeur is better than them. He's better. Better. And run and tell that. Run and tell that. Teammate love it.
Man. Great organization. Gave me an opportunity, man. I'm telling you, I'm running with it. You know what I'm saying? I get to play with him, bro. That's a blessing. He's my quarterback. That's a blessing right there. You know?
You get to play with him. That's a blessing. He get to play with him. That's a blessing. I love that organization. I love the Cleveland Brown organization. I get to play with Shedeur. Man, that's a blessing. Teammates already love him. You don't even know who he is. I bet he one of them receiver caught one of them touchdowns. He gonna be a household name. Some people don't even know. He gonna be a household name, and probably ain't gonna make the team until he ran into Shedeur. That's why he said, "Man, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. That is a blessing to play with Shedeur. That's a blessing. Because they know he gonna get the ball. That receiver know he gonna get the ball. Why he know he gonna get the ball? Be what? Because he knows Shedeur is accurate. He knows he's complete 70% of his passes. He know Joe Flacco ain't gonna do it. He know Kenny Pickett ain't gonna do it. He know Dylan Gabriel ain't gonna do it. He don't work with him. He already don't work with him. He know they ain't gonna do it. He getting a chance. A wide receiver want to throw. They want the ball, and they want to catch a catchable pass. Shedeur can do both of them. Shedeur can do both of them for them. Generation talent quarterback. It ain't no secret. It ain't no secret what God can do. What God do for others, he'll do for you. He'll do for you. Boy, deadly with that football, man. Touchdown. 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 What make this pass so deadly? What make this play so relevant? The Cleveland Browns staff called it a touchdown, but Mary Kay and Tony G called it back over there on ESPN Cleveland. When they showed it to her, they said, no, he had a foot out. They trying to have their narrative. Said, no, it didn't count. He had a foot out. The team didn't say that. The coaching staff didn't say that. They put it out. No, we ain't gonna give him that because he had a foot out. Well, they crazy. Well, y'all can't beat to do it. They can't beat him. They can't beat him. touchdown, touchdown. Look at the player throw up your arm. Look at the player. Everybody saying, yeah, touchdown. Everybody celebrating, but Mary Kay and Tony G. Everybody celebrating. Everybody celebrating, but Mary Kay and Tony G. They came out with the report. We can't give him that touchdown because he had 1 foot out. It ain't because of Shedeur. Because in the NFL, you don't have to have 2 feet in. You can have 1. Or do you? No, that's bad. You gotta have 2. My bad. You gotta have 2. But still, that's a touchdown. When I see it, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. She just, hey, touchdown. Shedeur Center, pinpoint accuracy. He's just a pinpoint accuracy quarterback. Rolling out. Simple play. Get it to my tight end. Simple. He ain't holding the ball now. Oh, he hold the ball too long. Be what? He hold the ball too long. He hold the ball too long. How long y'all don't seen him held the ball this since he been in Cleveland? How long? How long he have he held that ball since he been in Cleveland? Design rolled out. That let you know he coachable. He listened to the coaching staff on the Cleveland Brown team. I can't help Pat Sherman couldn't get him to do that. That ain't my fault. I couldn't help Pat Sherman tell him you got to do this. Pat Sherman didn't have that clout, I guess, to tell Shedeur to do that when he was at Colorado. But when he got to the other level, them coaches said, no, this the play, you got to run, and we want this ball to go to that tight end. And guess what Shedeur did? He did it. He's coachable. The narrative was out there during that pre-draft. He wasn't coachable. He's not coachable. He was up under his dad at Coach Prime for all them years. He's not coachable. Well, that play right there showed me he's coachable. Because at Colorado, Pat Sherman couldn't get him to do this. But Cleveland got him to do that. The coaching staff called the play. Kevin Stefanski said, this is where I want that play to go. Bam, right there. Ain't no running around. Ain't no other doing all that other stuff backwards and everything else. And Shedeur know that. It ain't like Shedeur didn't know that. It ain't nothing like Shedeur just didn't know that now. It ain't like he cray-cray. Shedeur know what's at stake. He know he got to run that play. He know he had to run that play. That's what the offensive coordinator called. When he got that playbook, that was in the playbook. That ball was designed to go to that tight end, and he got it there. He coachable. He coachable. He just coachable. They can't say that he ain't coachable. He coachable. You're right. He did what they asked him to do. He's coachable. Well, I got to move on. Hey, that last. I love CC. That bad boy went out again. Hey, this week I'm going to get me one. I'm gonna search the internet. I'm just gonna have to do it. Yeah, she hacked me again. She don't hack me again. Time to get a new one, boy. That thing that went out, it just went out all of a sudden. I'm just talking. I said, I don't see myself no more. Then all of a sudden that popped back on. Boy, it's crazy, man. That laptop here, man. Yeah, I gotta get me one. I gotta get me one. Yeah, I gotta get me one, family. I gotta go and get me one. That's all what it is. I don't call the internet company. The internet said my internet fine. I said, be what quit. Ain't that internet? We told you not to get that laptop. We told you not to get that $8 or $9 laptop. And then you trying to bring it back up here to Best Buy. We told you not to get it. You just hard head. You didn't want to play that $500 or the $800 what you trying to gain with and string with. We told you. Yeah, we told you. Yeah, we told you. We told you. Yeah, they told me. They told me, family. They told me. Look at him. Yesterday, my laptop went out and I couldn't get my top 10 off. I'm finna get it off again this time. So y'all don't have to bear with me on this time. My NFL quarterbacks. Oh, yeah. I got to get this show off. I ain't going to delete this show. I'm gonna get it off. Coming in, B. Watts, top 10 NFL quarterback. Top 10 NFL quarterback, right? Like I said, coming in at number 10, just in case you missed it yesterday, I got Brock Purdy of the 49ers. I think he's the 10th best quarterback in the NFL right now. I just do. I think he's the best. I think he's one of the I think he's the 10th best. I looked at that thing again this morning, and my list is straight up. It ain't gonna change. It is what it is. And coming in at number 9 is CJ Stroud of Texas. I think he's the 9th best quarterback in the league right now. And coming in at number 8, I got Dak Prescott. I tried to have Dak down there at the top 5, but he got some guys that's in front of him, just younger, and they better than him. They're just better than him. Coming in at number 7, Jalen Daniels. I think he almost made my top 5 too. I think the quarterback from Washington, he's the 7th on my list. And at 6, I got Jalen Hurts of the Philadelphia Eagles. That's just where I got him at right now. And I'm finna give you my top 5. I'm finna give you my top 5. So this is what I'm finna to give you about what's going on in the NFL right now, right? Now, this is how I see that quarterback. This is how I see the quarterback right now. And here we go. Here we go right here. Starting at number 5, I got Justin Herbert. I think Justin Herbert or the San Diego Chargers, the 5th best quarterback in the league. Because when I look at him and his skill set, man, if he had some wide receivers like majority of these teams got, see, he ain't got not one wide receiver. He's just like Josh Allen to me, except he ain't no runner like Josh Allen. Yeah, he got a big arm. He's strong. He's smart. He's just a gamer, man. The games that they don't won with him at quarterback, shoot. What, nobody? I mean, he ain't had nobody out there. It's going to be interesting to see what Jim Harbaugh can do over the next 2 or 3 years with that program. But this dude right here, he easily can be in that top 3. Easily. I think he's the 5th best quarterback in the NFL right now. All right. Coming on down to number 4, Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow's got the skill set. Now, he have the most talented wide receiver room in the NFL. He's the most talented. Joe Burrow done had the most talent on the team at a wide receiver than anybody. That any of them. He have, fam. He just have. He don't have more talent on the team. He got more talent on his team at the wide receiver position than anybody. Than Patrick Mahomes, than Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, all of them. All of them. His defense is the problem. The defensive side of the Cincinnati Bengals is their problem. But he's still the 4th best quarterback in the NFL. He's the 4th best quarterback in the NFL. He's number 4 on my list. Coming in at number 3, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, at first we were saying he might be the GOAT, but as years has passed by, Patrick Mahomes is number 3. He's number 3 on my list. I had Lamar Jackson, that number 3, but I said, nah, I ain't going to do that to him. Lamar Jackson's number 2. He's the 2nd best quarterback in the league. He's the 2nd best NFL quarterback in the league right now. He getting there closely. They done got him a good running back. He got a good wide receiver. LaJonte is out there with him now. We're going to see how this year going and he was in the running for the MVP at probably the first half of the season. He probably would have won that. But when that second season came along, boy, that dude right here came along like a bulldog. That's why he walked away with that trophy. It's the baddest dude in the NFL right now. For the last 3 years, Josh Allen been the best quarterback in the NFL. Best player in the NFL. In my book. That boy dog. Straight dog. Straight out dog. Want all the smoke. He ain't had nobody. No help. He ain't had no help. No help, y'all. No help at all. And go out there and just ball out. He just go out there and ball out. He go out there and ball out, man. I'm just trying to tell y'all. This boy is a dog. He's a dog, man. Elijah Watts, appreciate the $2 super chat. Tell him be what. Yep. I expect Shedeur to be on this list next year, top 10. I expect that. Yeah, I expect that. I expect him to do it. Yeah. It should. Yep. And what that would it sound like to be me. Yep. So see what y'all saying. Come on, be what the Texans and CJ made Herbert look terrible. I mean, that's one game. That's just one game. He's still at that one. I just think he that, man. I think that dude that. That's just my list. That's all. It's my list. That's just my list. That's it. So that's how I got it. Yep. Remember this list. We can't argue with them. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. You can't argue with it. It's my list. It's just my list. That's all. It's just my list. That's all. That's all. That's all. Shaking my head, be white. You gonna Jackie crazy? No, man. I'm just being honest, man. I'm being honest. She said, Jalen Hurt is a top 5. No. He got some more dogs in front of him. He got a top 5 football team. Josh Allen's a dog out there, man. Yeah, he's a dog. Much respect to you, B. Watt. It's your list. I'm switching out Herbert for Hurts. Okay. I ain't got no problem with nobody else's list. I'm gonna tell you who I think, who I've been watching. You know, I might have missed some, one or two, but hey, yeah. So them the guys I like, them the quarterbacks I like. So that's just it. And to end the show on this note right here, the Colorado football team. I think they go. Man, I saw a video today, family, on the Colorado football team. Takifa Thomas and Big Barnes. I saw them boys working out. Man, y'all know how. Man, when you look at Barnes done lost so much weight, man. Coach Sway, you the MVP. Man, I like to not recognize Big Barnes when I saw that video. Now, YouTube gonna take the music away after probably about 15 minutes or play. Yeah, they're gonna tell me you can't play that on Mr. Watts. So they're gonna take that music out of it when you watch the replay. But right now, without that replay, man, I'm finna show you that video. I don't know if y'all don't saw it. A couple of people sent it to me, right? But check this out. Appreciate it, Appreciate it. But I want y'all to watch this. What you say? What Danny say? Fat better than Lamar right now. In my opinion, Lamar is not won a playoff game against Patrick Mahomes. You know, I had him there. I said the same thing. I had the same thing now, but I said, nah, let me go on and Lamar Jackson. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes. I had Lamar Jackson really third now. Yeah, he sure had. Big Barn gonna be the different this year. Be what? Hey, man, Coach Swayze got these boys. Man, I want y'all. You tell me. I guarantee if you didn't know Barnes, you ain't gonna know him in this video. I'm finna show you, Peter, Calvin Shepard, Elijah Watts. I love Seaside. I'm gonna go and show you that video. Man, they sent me that video. I said, dog, that Barnes? Barnes done lost so much weight and looked so big, and the way he ran around that dummy, I said, damn, he run fast and case out. Yeah, man, why'd you have to be so big? This dude is big. Hey, Barnes is a big old dude, but he done lost the weight. The dude done lost the weight. Check this out. Check this out, fam. I'm gonna y'all watch the video now. Just watch the video. Watch the video now. Here it go right here. Barnes done lost so much weight, man. That's Barnes without the shirt on. The dude that didn't have no shirt, that Barnes. You don't tell me he ain't fit. Man, Coach Swayze done got them boys right, boy. Watch Barnes one more time. Watch Big Barnes. Hey, I'm just trying to tell y'all, Barnes done lost so much weight, man. What you call them? Man, Coach Swayze, you the MVP. You the MVP, Coach Swayze. You the MVP, man. You the MVP. You the MVP, Coach Swayze. Coach Swayze done got Barnes, man. Shoot. I not when they sent me that video, said, man, check out your boy Barnes. I looked at him, I said, damn, that Barnes? Boy, he done lost weight. Boy, he done lost a lot of weight and moving like that boy might go pro on y'all. Okay. Free Barnes. Free my dog. Free Barnes. Yeah. Free my dog. Yeah. Free my dog, boy. Them feet walk. That feet walk is the feet walk is sick. Be what he ain't gonna be breathing heavy this year. Hey, yeah, man. That dude, he sure ain't. He sure ain't, man. I'm happy for him though. I'm happy for him. I wish all the CU Buffs much love, and I hope they get where they want to go. The young men, they out there trying to fight, and they can get out there and write their ticket to the NFL. They're gonna get a shot. People gonna come and look at them because of Coach Prime. They're gonna come and look at them. They got to come and look at them. They got to come to Colorado. They got to. They got to. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to tune in tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm always gonna come on at 8 o'clock. I ain't gonna never stop doing that. Nah, I'm always gonna come on at 8. That's my job right there. I'll be back tonight with JR Box. And guess what? Yeah. Get ready for the return of Coach Dre. Coach Dre will be back tonight. Yeah. Coach Dre, JR Boxing, and supposedly somebody else. The person that posted showed up last Sunday. Well, hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying he didn't show up, so he might show up tonight. So I know we got JR Boxing and Coach Dre will be back tonight. Bad boy text me yesterday. I'm ready to be watched. I don't have my break. I'm ready. I said, you ready, boy? He said, I'm ready. I said, all right. I said, you know, I got JR still in the cut. Let him stay and let's ride. Coach Dre talking that trash. Tell JR, let's ride, and we coming with it tonight. I said, what y'all want to talk about? We're going to talk about Shedeur. We're going to talk about Colorado football team, and we're going to talk about the NBA Finals. And guess what? I'm going to surprise them with my top 5 NFL quarterbacks in the league and see where they stand. If they come on here talking about that Lamar Jackson is better than Josh Allen, I hope my computer freeze up again. Soon as it come out their mouth, that freeze up so y'all can't see it. Once again, y'all watching Sports Talk. We'll be watching. I'll see you back in, less than 2 hours. An hour and a 40. Hour and a 40. Let me get online and see, can I locate me a laptop so I can order it. It's gonna come from Amazon. They're gonna be $100. I might not get the $800 laptop. Since I paid $89 for this one, I might try to play $120 for one. It is what it is. It is what it is, family. Once again, thank you for watching Sports Talk. We'll be watched tonight. See you in less than 2 hours with JR Boxing, the superstar himself, and Coach Dre. He's back. See y'all tonight. Be blessed. Hey, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button.